Prologue. Aaron West fastened the harnesses, his fingers numb in the sub-zero temperature. The barks from his team of Siberian huskies loud and excited in the icy morning. The cold wind prickled his spine, strangely chilling. Although Aaron loved the thrill of racing, he wasn't used to the temperatures this far north. He found these early morning exercise sessions cold and lonely, even though they were necessary to acclimatize him and the dogs to the race conditions and terrain. Over the past few days, as he and his dogs had sped across the snow, it had made him realize what a desolate area they were inhabiting as they prepared for the annual Sled Dog Festival in Soaring Crow, far north in Yukon Territory, Canada. Going out alone in this remote area gave him a strange, chilling sense of isolation he'd never had before. In a way, Aaron found these vast, silent landscapes creepy. Where he trained at home in northern Minnesota, there were always signs of civilization around. Not here. And it made him wonder, what would happen if the worst occurred during an exercise session? Who would find him if he fell from the sled and the thick, falling snow covered his tracks? That there were eyes out there, looking. Just not ones he could see. Pushing his dark hair back, tucking it under his fur hat, Aaron tried to push the thoughts aside as well. He had no idea why he was feeling so paranoid and put it down to pre-race pressure. As one of the top favourites for the sprint section of the racing festival, he had to do his best and tried to bring the trophy home for the USA. The dogs knew for sure that there was a race to run. His team of 16 dogs loved to run, and they loved the snow. He was exercising them in 2 teams of 8, so this team would be his first time out today. With a rest day yesterday, the dogs were full of energy, leaping and yelping as he slipped the harnesses onto their thick, soft fur coats that were double layer, and therefore superbly insulated against the cold. This was his naughtiest team. These dogs were the reserves. His core team of 8 fully trained dogs would exercise next, but his first run with these younger, more willful dogs was always a handful. Tess, his youngest husky, was being a particular challenge today, exuberant and naughty. In another year she would be a great runner, and he thought that she had all the makings of a lead dog, fast and intelligent, able to set the pace and show the team the way. She wasn't going to be large or strong enough to be a wheel dog. These were the dogs at the back of the sled, whose power helped pull the sled around corners, trees, and other hazards. For the time being, she was a team dog, in the middle of the pack, until she learned the ropes. But she was always one to take advantage. As his chilled fingers battled with the fastenings, Tess slipped away, escaping the harness. She set off across the snow on her own, racing out into the wilderness for the sheer joy of it. "Tess! Tess!" Aaron called in exasperation. She didn't listen, of course, deaf to his cries and whistles. The naughtiest dog in his pack for sure. Sled dogs had to be smart and responsive, and when in harness she reacted immediately to his voice commands. But when she was not in harness, well, then not so much. After making sure the other dogs were all secure and couldn't follow her, he put on his snowshoes and set off after her, trudging out across the snow. This wasn't the route he'd intended to take. He was going to head out across the ice on a fast, smooth route that led through the pine forest, dark in the distance, and out into the icy wasteland beyond, where the wind blew relentlessly. But Tess had veered to the side and run into a craggier section of terrain, which hopefully meant it would slow her down, because this dog was a speed queen when she got going. As Aaron slipped and stumbled after her in the deep, uneven snow, he saw that this section of terrain was more broken, with slopes and rocky outcrops. If he lost her, he could waste valuable time hunting for her. The wind whipped at his face, nipping at his cheeks. He pushed his hat down lower, trying to protect his skin. His eyes narrowed, fighting the glare.